Welcome to the real life experience. Like I said, a show that takes us through different situations that we go through in a relationship, the pains, heartaches, and how to handle our relationships to make them work out here and there. Today we are going to talk about never compromise in a relationship. Very many people tend to lose who they are, and because they want to keep a relationship going, because they want to make a relationship work out, they tend to settle for less than they deserve because they think they're not good enough, because they think it is the best way to keep their partners, but it is totally wrong. If you're out there and you think because you're going to compromise, it's going to turn into the man that you really want, then you've lost it. Or if you're out there thinking because you're going to change who you are, it is going to make her stay, then you're totally wrong. Never compromise yourself for a relationship. We should be compromising on things like where should we eat dinner, where should we go for a picnic, where should we take our kids this weekend, where should we buy clothes, which church should we go to, but we shouldn't compromise ourselves because we want to make a relationship work out. We shouldn't break who we are. If you really look at a relationship and you think you're going to settle for less because you want to keep him or her, then you've lost it, totally lost it. You don't have to change who you are. If a person really loves you, they're going to love you. They're going to love who you are. They're going to love every bit of you, everything that is about you. I will first of all talk about confidence. If you're out there and you really think you're going to break your confidence and you feel you're not confident enough, and you're going to change yourself because you want to keep him, because you want to keep her, then you're going to lose her, because in the process you're going to be putting in a lot that you don't even have, because you're not choosing the real strength of you. You're really trying to, but you're not doing your best. So in the end, they're going to pick this issue, pick another issue on you, and you're going to lose it. But you just have to focus on a moment where you tell your partner, you know what, I'm like this and this. They just have to accept you, accept who you are. If you say, I don't do this, then you don't do it. Don't do it because you want to please them. They have to love who you are. Don't compromise. We should be compromising on things that are building us, not who we are, not who we were from childhood. You know who you were. You're not going to compromise on your career because your partner does not want it, because your partner doesn't want you to work as a doctor. You're going to leave that profession because he says doctors do this, doctors do this. You're going to leave your career and do something else because your partner does not like it. Don't compromise for a relationship, because in the end, if that relationship doesn't work out, you've lost your career, you've lost who you are, and you've lost the partner that you compromised for. So out there, you just have to realize that a right person is out there, a person who needs you, a person who needs the way you are, a person who really thinks you're perfect enough and you don't need to change anything about you for them to accept you, a person out there who really thinks that you're just two of what they need. You have all they've been looking for. So instead of settling for less and believing that you're not going to do this because your partner doesn't like it, you're not going to do this because your partner will get annoyed, because your partner doesn't want you to go out party with your friends, in the end, you're going to be sad. You're going to live a life that you really never dreamt of, and you're in a relationship where you're supposed to be happy. Open up yourself and tell him, you know what, I love clubbing. So they just have to accept you. They have to accept the fact that you're a party animal. And as long as you're not dropping your job, you're not dropping your career, you're not dropping your job, you're not dropping your roles as a husband, as a wife, then don't compromise yourself. Let them believe that they picked you out of the crowd, and that is what you are. They're not going to change you. They're not going to change anything about you. For them to accept you, they have to really believe that that is you. You don't have to change for them to love you. If they love you, they have to accept you. So if you meet someone out there and they really want you to live what you are, for them to love you, then they don't love you enough. Because if a person loves you, they're going to love who you are. They're going to love everything that you do. They're going to love everything about you. You should be settling for less on things that matter, not things of what you are, not things about your goals. You're not going to drop your goals because they don't want you to chase them. No, they're not loving you inside. They should be supporting you to have your goals. So if they're not supporting you, they expect you to leave those goals because they do not like them. They don't love you enough. So I want you to know that anybody who loves you will not allow you to compromise in a relationship. Till then, I love you all.